According to the report, rapper Lil Durk was attacked in his cell block at the LA County Jail earlier this morning. The rapper's health is not publicly known. But now, since Kanye West would contact Lil Durk to check on him shortly after a jail swap is probably in order.
Hey man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just taking a day at a time, just chilling and staying focused for real.
Yeah, I love the time we
from a federal prison.
I love the time we spent in Saudi, man. That was great.
Hey, look, that's all I'm talking about here. The people here, they getting their time, and they ain't never experienced the world. So I be telling them stories, and they be on 20.
Wow. Yeah, man. I just got off the phone with Puff. I talked to him for the first time 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes before you called me. Yeah.
Online rumors would then start to circulate until fans discovered something odd. Even though Quando, Rondo, and Lil Tim had different interviews, they both stated the same thing and had their interviews released on the same day. Others think it's a ploy by the feds to avoid looking into them for releasing the hit on Lil Durk, while many see it as a strange coincidence. According to Lil Tim,
I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying him shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
As even Wando Rondo would eventually state,
whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
But Durk was able to take advantage of this and get his rush out of jail. As the news reported, Lil Durk's father has informed me that Durk will be released on bond after submitting paperwork for unsafe conditions. His attorneys made such a strong offer that the judge is unable to reject it, even if this is his third effort.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
Unfortunately, Lil Durk would be refused his bond because he was simply too wealthy, even if the judge took 4 days to reach his judgment. The press reported Lil Durk would have to leave, according to the feds. They believe he may use his wealth to extort witnesses, so he gave up all of his belongings and went broke in order to obtain a bond.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's going to have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
If you believe Durk was refused a bond because he is too wealthy, you are ignorant of the case was the widely circulated tweet that followed. They are keeping the fact that D's brother truly snitched on everything about F a secret rather than revealing it to the public in order to surprise Durk's lawyers. I found the evidence file, and it's pretty concerning. He reads, the new LOL. Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and F members has now changed this case. The required paperwork was submitted by Durk's lawyer for an extended time frame for their bond proposal. What Ted told the federal authorities is an issue that this raises. Durk's main neighborhood combatant is Lil Ted, DDD's sibling. Ted had a pistol in his pants pocket when he was caught at a nearby convenience store.
Really? Dude had it. What about that? A man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
After that, Ted was driven to the police station at this exact moment, rather than going inside first. He was crying uncontrollably as he telling the police, I promise I'll tell you about the killings, hoping you won't put me in jail, but it was too late for them.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
After then, Ted is seen sobbing violently as he is escorted into the waiting cell. All he wants is to report the killings he knows about so that he can go back home.
Wait, hold on. You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus from prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
After that, Lil Ted turned on F and gave up information. All of the judicial system's operations are based on last names. Ted's older brother, Didi, has the same last name as Ted. Bizu had to go on Instagram Live to clarify the situation because everyone assumed that D was the snitch when there were reports of someone using the family's last name.
No one know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. On my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
D and Ted's relatives would also be thrown into the mix when many believed Vonnie was also spying on Durk. As DJ Academics had to explain.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
But despite Quando and Lil Tim's attacks on him while he was in jail, Durk continued to send his own hits in the outside world, which is why his bail was denied. The killing of Lil Durk's day one homie, Glee, in Chicago last night is essential to comprehending the murders Durk committed inside a prison. This caused the statement, "Has anyone heard from Jam?" after he snitched on Durk, to go viral. Many F gang members are losing their lives. Now, Jam has been missing for months since he was revealed to be a snitch on DJ Vlad's show, which has led many people to believe he has passed away.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam
now
got
he
him
put
in a
everyone in a
jam.
jam.
He had 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually he flipped.
OTF Jam was found by F members hiding. Out in a crib outside of Atlanta was the headline that quickly followed. According to insiders, Jam was punished for spying on Lil Durk, the owner. Was also given a photo of a murder scene outside a house in Atlanta. Given that it was out, Jam has not been contacted since. Jam provided the police with proof that more than 230 gigabytes of digital evidence, including video surveillance, audio recordings, and 20,000 pages of reports are being processed for discovery. While Jam with this evidence in hand, the court declares the federal government believes Durk paid to deal with these two people. The first person to get Durk's brother Dang was Stephen Mack, but after Durk found out that Jam had a wire around his torso. The second is Jam's baby mom, who sadly passed away. Jam, the Fed claims, is the secret to punishing Durk for each of the 3 infractions. Durk allegedly demanded revenge and went for Jam's baby mama after noticing that Jam was wearing a wire during this Instagram live, according to the police files.
Hey, give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. Hey. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I never having a dare. Architect. I'm having a dare. School's out of time.
Before Durk was arrested, the federal government carried out a thorough investigation in the months prior. He was aware of Jam's peculiar actions, since he would occasionally bring them up in an interview.
See shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
This Instagram live was also found during the police investigation. Jam was given a $50,000 prize by Durk for keeping it down. In jail during this program, however, focus especially on the individuals in the backdrop of the Instagram live.
What's his name, brother? Steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get the milk so they want me to trick bro. See that? For my baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did off?
And the year that I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
When the FBI realized that the people in the background of that Instagram live were also the same people that were shopping for jewels with King Von. They realized that they were all close friends and Vaughn's street security.
Solitary stone.
We just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
They pinned 2 more cases against Durk as a result of everything, including their ability to show the judge this Instagram story reading for D-Thong. This was posted 30 minutes following Stephen Mack's passing. The next day, Durk posted a live chuckle on Instagram.
You can't see us, boy. What? Tweaking with folks. Hey, somebody always said, slap car. Somebody always said, slap car.
Despite the grim prognosis, Lil Durk has one more opportunity to get released from prison. I'll explain. Proof against Durk has been dismantled by prosecutors. This will help him win the case, his attorney said.
The allegation they backed away from, which is huge. It shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
The prosecution's case is deteriorating since they can no longer utilize Durk's lyrics, as Durk's lawyer would then reject the accusations as a total farce. Their sole kind of proof was lyric evidence, which they no longer even use.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Ak. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
Durk's attorney would then categorically say that all of this was the reason they wanted to go the extra mile. When academics inquire about Durk's willingness to accept a plea deal, Drew replies, "No, we're going all the way."
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They are putting up the effort for one purpose: using this as leverage to win the lawsuit. Durk's lawyers contend that his music and internet activity are just an expression of his First Amendment.
It's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, the First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about. And that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.